We, as in you and I, have the power to disempower those in power who are ruining our real estate market. First, I want to show you a brief explanation of what happens in the foreclosure process so you can have a clear understanding. And then let's get into how we can fix it. It's so easy. It's just that we have to get together as human beings and stop dividing ourselves. Don't let anyone convince you that you're right, so you can't speak to left, or you're left and you can't speak to right. You're white, you're black, you're Asian, you're Indian. It just goes on and on and on. But it's all a big diversion so that we can't come together and fix this thing and other things. When you live in a beautiful place like Florida, sometimes you're distracted from what's really going on in your state. And so while I show you these random videos that are in my phone, I'm going to explain some things to you that'll help you understand what's really going on in our real estate market and why it's so screwed up right now. You and I both know that there should be more foreclosures coming to market, but there's things going on behind the scenes so the foreclosures never come to market. Banks make deals with families so that they can save like $50,000 or $60,000 and pay the family money in exchange for leaving the home, so it never becomes a foreclosure. This is where the foreclosed family accepts, say, $10,000 or so in cash in an agreement with the bank to leave the property undamaged. So now the family can avoid a foreclosure on their credit record and the bank can evict them sooner. So it works well for both parties. Also, the bank is saving $50,000 in court and attorney fees as well. So the family gets $10,000 to start over with, which works out well for them. The bank gets them out of the house sooner because if they don't get them out of the house sooner, not only are they saving $50,000 in attorney and court fees, but they're also paying carrying costs on the property, all the utility bills, the taxes, insurance, repairs. And another thing is they know that if they offer the people $10,000, they're not going to damage the place. You know, before banks started offering this, people would flush cement down the toilet, sell the cabinets, counters, and appliances. I even showed one foreclosed home back in New Jersey where they rigged the furnace to never turn off. So this vacant house, I go to show it, and I walk in, it's like a sauna, maybe even hotter, and the floors were so overheated that it literally sounded like I was walking on a floor covered with potato chips. It was just unbelievable. So I ran to the furnace and I shut the emergency switch off. But that was a disaster waiting to happen. That house was so hot, I wouldn't doubt if it exploded. So now the banks have the property back. They paid the family $10,000 to leave early and leave the home intact. Now, what do? They don't put the homes on the market. They actually sell them pre-market to investors like BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street Capital, and others. When banks sell pre-market, they bundle the sale where the big shot investment firm or billionaire can buy 100 homes in one single sale at 50% off market value. And in the old days, they would, buy the bulk sale and then they would flip the homes to wholesalers who will then flip the homes again to flippers who fix the property up and sell them at 100% market value. So everybody makes their cut, but now things are different because now they're selling them to these companies like, institutional investors like Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street Capital, but they're not selling them off to wholesalers and flippers. They're actually holding them as high price rentals where they're just cornering our market. So we have a weapon, we can fight back. When BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street Capital start buying up all of our homes before they even can come to market, It's our own fault. We're feeding the monster. We're putting our money in big banks like Chase and Citibank and Wells Fargo and Bank of America, which is owned by all these big shots that are buying all our home inventory. What we need to do is take our money out of those big banks and put them into smaller independent banks or credit unions so we can take the money right from them so they can stop hurting us by buying out all of our inventory and taking away the American dream. So in a nutshell, that's what we have to do. If we want to help fix the problem, we have to disempower them by taking money away from them because they're taking our own money and destroying us with it. And the government doesn't help. They expect us to sit back and wait for them to fix everything, but I think it's time we do something. And we can't let the government say, oh, you're left and you're right, you're white, you're black. Bullshit. We're all people, we're all humans, and we all need to fix this problem together. Don't let anyone divert your attention away from the real problem by dividing us when we shouldn't be divided. We're all human beings. That's all I have to say today. But if it was helpful, please click the bell and the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. Till next time, signing off. Bye-bye now.